So this is like how I kind of try to avoid having an oily face. I'm an oily girl. I get it on my T-zone, up and down the forehead, side of the nose. I am so oily. So the first product that I'm going to be using is the Glam Glow Volcasmic Matte Glow Moisturizer. And it comes in this little thing. It's super cute. I'm obsessed with the packaging. Sorry it's dirty. So I just like to focus this mainly like under my eyes because I don't want it to get all gross and wrinkly when I put on concealer. And then I like to focus it on my T-zone because that is where I get oily, on my forehead, in between my eyebrows, especially right here, and on my upper lips and the side of my nose. So I just like to rub it in and try to get it as much into my skin as possible. Primer, I'm going to use the one that I always use, the NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base. It's like $8 at Target. I always talk about this. It's my absolute favorite. Just put a little bit on your eyes, and then I just kind of like to use my finger. I know some people use brushes, but like I don't get the point of dirtying a brush over just eyeshadow primer. And you can just use your finger, and it's exactly the same. So today I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty palette. This is her Desert Dusk palette, and I'm obsessed with this one. This is usually one of my go-tos. It's just really nice. I like the colors in here. The color that I'm going to start off with is the color Musk. You can tell that I have been using this baby like crazy because I'm already hitting pan on this, so. Oh, I turned my autofocus off. There we go. I don't know why. Put on manual and I regret it because obviously like you just saw what I was just struggling with. Yeah, so just put this, smoke it out, just put it as your transition shade. It doesn't have to be super nice because honestly we're going to be using a lot of concealer to clean this up, and yeah. No, what I'm really doing, I'm just going to kind of add a lot of darks. I don't know, it's Warped Tour. I like to look as emo as possible, so the next shade that I'm going to be using is Ode. It looks red on camera, but I promise you it's a brown. So weird. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer corner, but I'm also going to bring it in. I just want to deepen this look a little bit. So I'm going to start off making a C shape on my outer corner. Like this. And then I'm going to start to blend it out. Again, it's okay that there's like some mess going on right here because concealer is your best friend and it will just clean everything right up. I'm just gonna kind of use the first brush that we used for the transition shade with nothing on it, and then just kind of like pull it together and kind of just blend it off so it looks seamless. I want to deepen this up even more just because I'm a little emo girl, so let's make it even darker. So I'm going to be using my own, I did this own little like quad color thing from Anastasia, and I'm going to be using brown in the shade Fudge. So I'm bringing this one a little bit more like all over the lid, like kind of making like a halo almost. So nice. This is so pigmented. I can't get over how pigmented her colors are. Go back and just blend everything all together with the first color, the transition shade that we used. Again, I am a messy girl. I know this looks horrible right now, but we're going to clean this up and I promise you it's going to look so much better. Concealer is going to be my best friend in a second. But before I use concealer, I'm going to actually use a black eyeshadow because it wouldn't be an emo Warped Tour look, Alyssa look without some black eyeshadow. This is a NYX brush. It's like a kind of like a tapered kind of like pencil almost. But yeah, I put the black from Anastasia Beverly Hills and I'm just gonna put it on the outer V. So I'm just using the second shade that I used to deepen up the outer V. And then I'm going to use the first one again and continue to just blend this out. I don't want it to look harsh. I don't want it to look like, oh, here's where one ends and the other one starts. I want it to look very like seamless, which is why it is important to just blend and blend and blend. I'm getting a concealer brush and I'm just gonna carve my, I'm gonna do a half cut crease, which I always do, which is so typical of me. All my looks are the same, I know. And I'm just gonna start to carve out. So on my last video, I did this and I think I didn't really make sense. So let me try to make sense of this again. I'm not good with words, so let me try to make sense of this. So what I do is I look forward. I'm holding a mirror right here. I look forward and I kind of follow where my eyelid is. You could see how it's kind of blank right now because I tried to avoid putting eyeshadow on it, but it doesn't matter. You can have eyeshadow because you're going to clean it up. So I like to look forward and just follow my eyelid. I just go along where my natural eyelid is and I just carve that baby out. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna just top this off with white that I'm using because I don't have a nice white color. I ran out, so I'm just using the white from the face sculpting palette from NYX. This is like their light shade. Obviously, I use it a lot because it is hitting pan also. And I'm just gonna set the concealer that I put on my eyelid to carve that out, and I'm gonna set it with the face powder. So now that we have our lid down, I want to go back in and kind of blend this in a little bit more because if not, it's going to just look like a harsh line. I want to deepen this up a little bit more because I'm losing the black like on the ends. So I'm going to go back in with that, that kind of tapered kind of pencil brush, and I'm going to get that black again and just deepen it a little bit more. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is add eyeliner because of course it's my tutorial and of course I have big lashes, big brows, and big liner. So I'm going to use my absolute favorite. I use this in every video. I promise I'll switch up products when I find a better product, but until then I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula felt tip marker type thing. It is my ride or die for sure. Like, I'm obsessed with this. That we get to finally do is use foundation. But first I'm going to start off with a primer. Some people don't believe in it, some people do. I mean, to each their own. But I started using this mineral infused face primer from e.l.f. and I can't complain. Like, I mean, I haven't used it long enough to where I could see if it was really making a difference or not. But I'm going to continue to wear it, and I'm going to wear this to Warped Tour. So I will let you guys all know how that goes afterwards. The foundation that I'm going to be using is the NYX Full Drop Foundation. I've done a review on this one, and I just love this one. It's one of my favorite drugstores besides the NYX, besides the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, or whatever it's called, Photo whatever. That one is super freaking good, but I ran out and I need to go get another one. I'm just gonna take a bunch. I like to be cakey, so, well, not cakey, but I like to be full coverage. So I'm just gonna go ham on this. Next thing I'm gonna do is highlight my face and conceal these bags that I have. And I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D one that I used earlier to carve out my eyeshadow. Okay, so for setting my face, I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery. I love this, like, freaking, I love their lines. Like, I love how they package their lines. It is the cutest thing ever. It's supposed to be like, this is supposed to be like flour. It came in like a little flower looking bag because you're going to bake your face. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. But I'm using the translucent color to just set my under eyes. And because it is Warped Tour, and because it's going to be hot as balls, I am going to make sure that this is pressed into my skin. I want to be able to like feel it pretty much. because I don't want to get oily. I'm trying to bake my face to the heavens above. Oh, I just got powder all over my freaking wing. I'm so stoked for Warped Tour though. Like, I've been going since I was in the 8th grade. So 8th grade up until I am now a senior in college. So let's just put it that way. I've been going religiously every summer. I started off going to Carson in LA, but then they got rid of that one, which bummed me out so much because that was my favorite like venue that they held it at. But I don't know what happened. So ever since they got rid of that, I've been going to Pomona. And I mean, I like Pomona too, don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's at the, what is it, the fairgrounds or whatever. So there's dirt everywhere and it like just, ugh. I look like a ghost right now, I know, I'm sorry. I will fix this after. But anyways, there's so much freaking dirt that like it gets everywhere and it's hot as balls. Well, maybe because it's just LA, but it's just, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love Warped Tour, but I just wish they would have kept the Carson venue because that was my absolute favorite. I'm gonna bronze my face up because I look like the Holy Ghost with the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and I'm just gonna use this kind of nice little brush that I have no idea where I got from, but whatever. I'm gonna carve my face with the light color from the NYX face sculpting palette, and I'm just gonna use this kind of like angled tip brush to just carve out my cheeks and my contour. This is so chit chatty. It's just like, it's sad to see that this is coming to an end. I remember my first Warped Tour, my mom and dad taking me. They took me, they didn't go in because they were like, no, we've been to concerts before that you made us go to, and we're not going to do a whole thing of this. No, but we'll drive you, just let us know when you're done and we'll come pick you up. So I mean, I appreciate my mom and dad so much for taking me to Warped Tour, and my mom especially for taking me to concerts like all the time. It's sad that it's coming to an end. Adding eyeliner, I'm using the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Ooh La La Sexy Eye Trio in black. Oh, it came in a trio. I don't know why I said that. So I'm going to use the fudge color from Anastasia Beverly Hills and just kind of smoke out the bottom lash line and make it look a little bit more dead girl glam. Next thing that I want to do is add some glitter, because I don't know, it's just not me without glitter. So I'm going to add the color Soft Gold. It's a single eyeshadow palette, single eyeshadow that I got from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to add that in the inner corner just to make it like pop just a little bit more. I want to add some highlight because, I don't know, let's just make this a little bit more dead girl glam. Oh my god, I pulled out a legit highlighter out of my bag instead of my highlighter for my face. I hate myself so much. I don't know why I just grabbed that. I was trying to go for my highlighter and I got my, okay. So now I'm gonna finish my hair and I'm gonna get dressed and find my eyelash glue, and I will be right back. Yeah, this is the finished look. I do love this look so much. I love that there's the blacks and the browns being like kind of like a neutral, but also making it dramatic at the bottom. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I'm going to be wearing to Warped Tour. I just wanted to throw in a little bit of my tips because I have been going since I was in the 8th grade. I don't know, I was like 13, 14 at the time, and I am now 23, a grown-ass human, kind of. So one thing that I do recommend is bringing a cinch bag or a backpack. Something that you don't mind carrying on your back, just because you are going to have some stuff that you want to carry with you, which I will name right now. Another tip that I do recommend doing is bringing a bottle. It doesn't have to be like this is a big old guy, but Warped Tour does happen during summer, which is one of the hottest times of the year, so it's important to stay hydrated. You don't want to pass out. I have seen throughout the years people pass out, so it's important to bring one of these. Make sure it's empty because you can't bring it in with stuff in it already. You could fill it up. They have stations, and let me put this guy down, he's big and loud. So they have stations at Warped Tour where you can refill water, so I totally recommend bringing a water bottle or something that you can refill throughout the day. That I recommend is wearing something, I know I wear black, but like make sure that you're not wearing like a jacket or like pants. I do not recommend that. I've seen people do that and throughout the day their face is just getting redder and redder and redder and you're just like, oh, take that off, you're making me hot. Like, please. I wore pants one year and I regretted it so much. I can't tell you how much I regretted that decision that I had made. I was like, oh, I'm not in shape yet. I don't want to wear shorts just yet. No, girl, you wear shorts. Guys and girls, wear shorts because it is so hot and you don't want to faint and you don't want to be uncomfortable. You want to enjoy your time there. Something else that I recommend doing is, if for those of you who have never been to Warped Tour before, when you first get there, there's a gigantic big ass blow up freaking wall. It is huge. This thing is ginormous and it tells you all of the set times. It'll tell you stage this, stage this, stage this, and times throughout the entire day. So I recommend going super early, and I think it starts at like 11. So go early, take a picture of that, and kind of plan your day accordingly. You don't get to see those times and the like sets until that day, but if you show up early, you're able to plan accordingly. So sorry for being so chit-chatty. I'm so stoked to be back and doing videos. It is my summer break right now, so I'm gonna be doing as many videos as I can before summer class start. Yeah, this is my go-to concert Warped Tour look. I don't know. If you do want to follow me on social media and see my time at Warped Tour, I will link all my social media down below. Anyways, I am talking way too much. No, I say this every single video, but I promise, like, I'm gonna be making so many more videos. I already have 3 ideas for which videos I want to do next. Something involving the World Cup, maybe, maybe not. See you guys in my next video, which I am hopefully trying to do before the end of the week or maybe early next week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.